welcome back to Breathitt County High School. A little bit of a different itinerary tonight. Estill County Lady Engineers came to town, and the Lady Volleycats have went to a double header format. I guess there was a scheduling conflict where Breathitt Volleycats were supposed to go to Estill County, and in turn they came here. But due to some scheduling, they went ahead and decided to do both varsity games tonight. So one of those is actually just wound up. And did you catch the score there, Steve?
Yeah. The engineers from Estill County defeated Breathitt in the first match here by a score of 2-0. You saw some really strong hits there from both teams. A lot of excellent defensive work on both sides. Ultimately, that match came down to who could serve the ball over the net, and there was some back and forth there between them as to who could get it over the net. And serving really was the Achilles heel of both of these teams in that first match.
Yeah, we were sitting around here and actually training a new guy. We got Kyle Brewer tonight on the broadcast. He's doing the production for us. So I didn't get to pay that much attention. So I was hoping you did.
Yeah, it was a great match. Good. They went back and forth, and ultimately there was, it's a game of spurts. It's a game of runs. Ultimately, Estill had two really good runs there, and in the first set, overcame Breathitt, caught up and took the lead of one, and in the second set, they led for a lot of that particular set. So they win 2-0. That moves Breathitt to a record of 4-3 on the year as we get ready to start this second round.
Looks like we have a good officiating crew tonight. We've got Miss Emily Watts and Mark Pence.
You can see both coaches are getting their teams ready. This doubleheader format is tough because if you get beat in one set, one match, it's hard to get back up and get going again. So it's a rough format. It's quick. You don't have a lot of time to make a lot of adjustments. So you have to sort of go with what you have and get things moving. There's not a lot of time to correct any errors that you have, and that's what you're seeing some that the coaches are trying to do right now is to correct some of those errors here. Get a little bit of energy. Going to be a long night, and see what we can do in this second match.
Yeah, I got a chance to talk to Coach Strong before the game, and I said, well, you're doing doubleheader varsity. So if your first match goes 5 sets, then the second match goes 5 sets, you're going to have a whole lot of tired girls.
That's right. So they've shortened it. They've agreed to shorten it to 2 out of 3 on both of these matches. So that makes it a little bit quicker, makes it a little bit easier on both of the teams. That first match, we saw some tremendous play out of really their team leader for Estill County, Marlo Puckett, number 24. Really a tough defensive person to try to play against when she's at that net. She hits the ball hard. She can control the ball. She's an excellent server. Their libero work was great, but also on our side, you saw Halsey doing some great work on Breathitt's side.
Yeah, you look at the stats, it's pretty easy to quickly see who the leaders of these two teams are.
Yeah, I think Puckett came in with 87 kills before that first match. A little bit long there by Breathitt County, putting that out the back. So Estill's on the board first, 1-0. Puckett back to serve. And a good hard line drive. Breathitt just plays that one over as Stacy puts it back over the net. And Haley Richardson with the hit there. Set on the outside for Destiny Hensley, and she puts that one down.
Those are some of the hardest ones. A lot of times you get used to that set and that real hard kill. Those floaters are one of the hardest ones to handle.
Yeah, a lot of times that defense is set up for power, and you saw that time she controlled the ball. She kind of floated it into a spot where nobody was. Doesn't make any difference whether it's a hard hit or just a little floater. It's still a point. And that's an ace for Hamilton. Hamilton came into the night with a total of 16 aces on the year. That at least gives her 17. We didn't get a total from the first match. Good recovery by Estill and a touch there by Chloe Hayes.
It's good seeing Hamilton getting her touch back. Last year, that serve was just deadly in so many matches we got to watch.
Yeah, and the best way to set up a great play on your side is a hard serve to them on the other side. That's Bella Rice with the serve there. And Chloe up and into the net. 3-2, Estill up here. as Bella Rice goes back to serve again. She's a middle blocker, outside hitter, and just a sophomore. Very young team on both sides of the ball. Hamilton set to Hayes, and a good hit. And that's going to be called 4 hits. Didn't quite make it over the tape there.
Okay, so I just learned something then. She hit it. I thought it would be a cap or something along those lines, but so it comes back straight back and doesn't clear the tape.
As long as the player on the other side does not make contact, it counts as the 4 hit.
Okay.
And that's a little long for Pelfrey.
I get used to my role tonight. Forget to move the camera. So the Lady Engineers are turning the favor there.
Yeah, we don't have a name on number 18 there, so I can't tell you who that was that just served the ball into the net. That is Stacy back to serve for Breathitt County. Good little mid-range serve, and a set out the middle and a block. Puckett puts that ball over, a little soft touch. And Halsey drives them back. And a block out. Contact with the ball. That's going to be a kill for Haley Richardson. She is one of their seniors in Estill County. They have 3, I think. So, a very experienced team. We've seen these girls for many years. And that ball's in. Down the line. Halsey with the kill there. Good set by Hamilton. Hamilton is chasing that school record here at Breathitt. She's currently about 66 sets away from the school record. That would give her Emily Watts, who's actually on the stand tonight, holds the record at 1,608. So she's chasing that record. Before coming into tonight, she had, 1,535, I think, or something like that. And that's going to be out of bounds.
A big kill there by Puckett.
Yeah, Puckett is really aggressive. She gives her feet right, and that puts your body and your hands in place to put that ball down. Hits the ball really hard.
And you notice the feet has so much to do with it. If they get set just a hair too far, too close, you can't get your feet set, and lots of the trickery of the balls goes off.
It is. It's just fundamentals. Lacey Puckett, a junior, with the serve there. And mishandled there. A rough set. So we can say this is definitely a Puckett-dominated Estill County team with Marlowe and Lacey, a junior and senior. It seems like we played them for 20 years because they were always rough to play against. And an ace.
So with some of these girls being able to start their varsity careers in 7th grade, yeah, it feels like we've watched them grow up.
That's right. You know? That's right. You know, you see these kids early, you identify early, hey, I need to watch her. She's going to be tough in the future. And that's what we're seeing. Halsey with the serve, and they just play that one back over. Hamilton with the back row set, and into the net.
There's a good recovery there by Richardson, but just not able to get into the system quite
Yeah, Terry and Beal, she'd already started her approach, so it makes it a little tough to adjust when that set's not where you think it's going to be. Halsey with the serve down that line. Puckett with the dig. Hamilton swoop, and that's in play. And that's going to be long and out. No contact. That's going to be Nice. Very young player, great fundamentals. She's going to be something in the future. Right now, just got to calm down a little bit and keep playing.
And Nice, one of those girls that showed up back after the summer, and it was like, wow, how much did she grow?
Yeah, you always enjoy those. We call those bonus days when you find out somebody grew 4 inches over the summer. Those are. And that's going to be 4 hits, no contact. And again, that's unusual for Puckett. She's consistent. She hits the ball hard. She hits the ball down because she has her feet and hips right. That's 90% of a hit is feet. If you think it's power from the arm, but it's actually feet and hips getting that rotation. Megan McIntosh, little arrow with the serve. And a little rollover.
Or net cord there.
Yeah.
Your worst enemy and best friend all at the same time.
Yeah, it depends on which side of that net you're on as to which one it is. But yeah, that's one of the hardest things because it takes so much speed off the ball. It's hard to react, hard to get to that ball. Hard serve by Puckett, going to that number 1 spot, and Stacy puts the ball over. Back row hit from Puckett, and good hustle there by Raylan Back. She gets to the ball, but not able to control the ball.
Yeah, you can really see your elite kills there. You know, back row set, it's so hard to get the ball to come down.
It is. And it's really in the arm technique. You have to pop that ball rather than swing all the way through. And that ball's into the net by Puckett. You swing all the way through, it has a tendency to pull that ball down. Hamilton up for the serve here. She gets the call from the bench. And it's a short serve. And Estill chooses just to put it over. Set by Hamilton to Hayes, and pancake there by Hayes, but just not high enough to do anything with it. She got her hand under it, but just didn't get it up.
Had me confused for a second. I'm still in football mode. Throwing a pancake at me.
Yep. That's a pancake. You don't see them a lot in high school. You don't see them a lot in college, really, but it's an effective means to get there. Stacy mishandled that ball. Hamilton can't get under it. That puts Estill up 11-10. And these two teams are well matched. They plenty of energy. They're well matched skill-wise. It's going to be whoever makes that run, just like in the first match. And a block there. I believe that was Destiny and Stacy together. Maybe a little bit of an assist going on there. As Pelfrey goes back to serve. Lexi came in with, I think, 21 aces before tonight. And that's an overpass. Anytime you get that overpass, it gives your opponent an opportunity to set up. And that's going to be a kill.
There's a good example.
Yep, that overpass, they love those, but it's all about timing.
That's the most dangerous thing, I guess, at the net there. So this floats just across out of your reach, gives the opponent perfect opportunity.
Exactly. It's basically like an easy set for the opponent. And Lexi Pelfrey into the net. Ties it up again, 12-12. And we don't have her on the roster, so I don't know who that is, but whoever she is, she's back to serve. Puts the ball in. Set by Hamilton, and a kill by Halsey down the middle. Perfectly executed A ball right there in the middle.
Yeah, there's not going to be many girls in the region. The perfect set like that for Halsey is going to be able to get blocked. So.
Yeah, that's all timing, because what you have to do, you have to be on the move when the setter gets the ball. You have to already be on the move and into position. And the short serve there by Stacy. Ties it up again.
So many nuances of volleyball. Like you said, moving as soon as the set's there. But if your hands and arms still aren't strong enough or they're not perfect angle.
That's right. It's, it looks easy from up here. It looks easy on TV or on the internet, but it's very difficult. That's going to be a save out of bounds here as number 11 plays it over, and it's blocked by Neese at the net. Sydney Riddle tried to play that ball back in, and they tried to get it over, but no luck. Neese was there to put that ball down or a block kill. To get that block total in the record book, it has to hit the ground. It has to be a kill. A lot of people, any contact they'll call a block, but it has to be the kill. And Puckett blocked again at the net. And she hits into the net again. I think they've got her a little bit rattled at the moment. She's been blocked on the last couple attempts.
It looks like she's trying to get a little bit more of an angle to it, try to get it to dive some more.
Yeah, it's that wrist turn. Add back serves in. And Puckett receives. Playing this one off the rafters, they just have to go over. And a ball and down.
Great hustle there by the Lady Engineers, just not able to get it back across.
Sydney Riddle tried to get that. She got there, but just not under it enough to put the ball up. Estill seemed a little bit out of system there and a little rattled at the moment. They've got their power hitter in the back row. Time to take advantage if you're Breathitt. Breathitt trying to go with that little tap up the middle. Estill just puts the ball up. Hamilton puts the ball up for Halsey. Outside for Puckett. And Halsey has to play that one over. Back to an A ball. Back with the pass to Halsey, and that ball's still alive as they play it back over. Helfrey with the pass, and miscommunication there. Going to cost Breathitt a point.
I know it's just 1 point, but some of those feel like they're worth a little bit more than others.
Well, it's so hard if you have a long rally and you're working hard, you work so hard and lose it, just because of miscommunication or mishandle, that's tough. Breathitt still up by 2. And into the net there. Number 3, that's Bella Rice. Make contact with the net. That's going to put Breathitt up by 3. And again, these two teams battling just like they did in the first match. Back and forth, back and forth. And that's going to be out of bounds. That's going to be an ace for Halsey. And timeout by Estill.
We're going to have a quick minute here, so we're going to kick it out for a quick commercial break. We'll be right back here in 30 seconds on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
People's Bank is proud to continue to invest in the Bluegrass State. Our team has years of experience right here in Eastern Kentucky. By partnering with People's Bank, we provide solutions, not just products. Our vision is to be the best community bank in America, and we would love a chance to earn your business. People's Bank, working together, building success.
Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply in Jackson, Kentucky is proud to serve Breathitt, Lee, Wolfe, Morgan, Owsley, Perry, and Madison counties. Established in 1982 with over 40 years of service to those communities, Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply can not only meet your electric and plumbing needs, but also heating and cooling, concrete and metal septic tanks, as well as your special orders. Call Scott and the gang today at 606-666-4052.
And welcome back here to Breathitt High School PE Gym as Breathitt County Volleycats are ahead of Estill 18-14 with the serve as Halsey's back to serve. Again, these two teams going back and forth as they battled it out here in the second set of the second match of the night. Hook it up, and that's going to be in. That's a hard location to hit that ball, but Puckett lands it right there to pull Estill County within 3. Taryn Beal, Nick Cord almost rolled that one in. Destiny Hensley is there. Cross-court shot from Neese. And Puckett has to play that one over. That was a rough set. Back row hit, and Halsey puts that ball across. Up to Puckett, and a hard hit down, and a kill. To say, she starts that swing, you know it's coming off that hand hard.
I mean, that one came across her head from behind her. I'm not sure how she found it.
Yeah, she's rolling that hit, so that gives you a little bit of extra power out of the shoulder there. Hensley plays that across. And down by Hensley. A little bit of off speed. There you see the difference. They're used to being hit, hard hit. Just a minute reduction of speed there puts that ball down.
Puckett and Halsey send them to the back row, and all of a sudden it dives mid-court.
Right. Yeah, you get them back on their heels. We used to rock them back and then drop one in. And that's going to be an ace. Puts Breathitt up by 4. Megan McIntosh goes back to serve again. Megan is libero, of course, wearing different colored jersey. She's a defensive specialist. As she puts that one into the net. And that's the real danger of these type of matches. Emotionally, it drains you on doubleheader. You get tired, you get physically and mentally tired. Serving becomes an issue. And Hensley hits that one into the net. Timeout to Breathitt County. Coach Strong wants to talk a little bit about something. Calm his girls down.
We're going to another quick commercial break in here. We'll be right back in 30 seconds.
Family and hometown pharmacies have been serving Breathitt County for over 20 years and are proud to support our local athletes. They are hometown owned and operated by Portia and Everett Dunaway. Portia and Everett want you to know that family and hometown pharmacies are here for you. Now offering 2 ways to fill your prescriptions. Use the Refill Quick app on your smartphone or give them a call at 666-5519 or 666-5500.
Welcome back to Breathitt High School, the PE gym, as we're in the middle of a timeout here. Breathitt County wanted to talk about some things that were going on, so Coach Strong called timeout as Breathitt still leads 20-18 in the first set of the second match tonight. Estill County took the first match 2-0 over Breathitt. And this is the first set in the second match.
Yeah, so it says harder than first set, but third set.
Yeah, the body says third set because you've been at it now for 3 sets. So the body's saying third set. Early in the year, Breathitt had a 5-setter real early there with Perry Central, but it's really hard to get into that third and fourth set this early in the year. McIntosh puts that ball back up as Puckett. And that ball's still live. And Breathitt with that's Stacy. Charlie Stacy put that ball down. Give Breathitt the 21 lead. Brendan likes to talk about that first to 20 wins, so we'll see if his theory holds out here as Breathitt makes it to the 21 mark with that kill. And Puckett with the dig there, and a set to number 4, Haley Richardson. Back row hit from Halsey. Puckett dug with that one. And that's going to be off of the block and out of bounds.
So what I tell everyone I get to broadcast with is this is honestly my favorite sport to broadcast. And it's so much action, so quick. You never have a wasted moment.
And it really is a team sport because one little mistake, somebody's not playing well, and they got to struggle, and that one's out of bounds. Out of bounds by Taryn Bill. But yeah, you got one player's having a bad night. It can really make a difference on the volleyball team.
And my wife says it's because that at my age now, this is one of the only sports I can actually try to play.
I'm not sure I can do that. So what you trying to say, Matt? Trying to say you've slowed down a little bit?
Quite a few steps slower than it used to be.
As Hamilton sets to Halsey, and that's off the net court and down.
I think my basketball and baseball days may be over.
Now, I always say you're only as old as your back tells you, or you decide.
I am 57 at the moment then.
I'm about 117, so. As Pelfrey serves, little floater, and that's going to be an ace.
Pelfrey has that, it's not a jump serve, she has that knuckleball.
It's almost like a knuckleball serve. That's because she's making contact perfectly. As we go to set point, Breathitt reaches that 24 mark. Set point for Breathitt, and short serve into the net. Coach wanted a short serve, but probably not that short. 24-20 as number 18 is back to serve for Estill County. And she puts the ball in. McIntosh pass. And Halsey had already started that approach. The set was a little off. Back row hit from Puckett, and that's going to be out of bounds for Breathitt as they take the first set of this second match tonight by a score of 25-20.
And we're going to have a 3-minute break here in between sets, so we're going to kick it out to Mr. Brewer here for some commercial breaks, and we'll be right back on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Made in America. What does that mean? It means jobs. It means craftsmanship. And when it comes to Vaughan Bassett furniture, it means value. And Kemper recognizes that. That's why they've dedicated an entire gallery to Vaughan Bassett. Made in America. See the quality. And now, see the price. Come see your favorite Kemper store in Hazard, London, or Somerset.
At HCTC, we've got you covered. While you focus on completing your certificate, diploma, or degree, our success coaches will connect you with financial information, tutoring, and so much more. Stay on your path to success at HCTC. Call today at 606-487-3293. We'll never underestimate you.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Variety Pizza, located at 1189 Main Street in Jackson, has been family owned and operated for over 45 years, serving the community with fresh, homemade, and handcrafted pizzas, sandwiches, salads, and more. Carry out or stay and enjoy the newly renovated dining areas with private party spaces available. Stop by and see Lee and Al or call 666-5454 for Variety Pizza.
Hey guys, welcome back here to Breathitt County High School, where the Lady Volleycats have taken the first set against the Lady Engineers of the second game. Do want to give a quick shout out to one of our great sponsors, ARH. Told me to give a quick shout out to their new doctor, and kind of a quick fact of they were trying to tell me how to say his name, and I was like, well, it's going to be easy because I went to school with his brother and worked with his mom and dad. So Mr. John Back is out taking patients at ARH Clinic. So if anyone gives shout-outs, a good Breathitt County native. Glad to see him doing some great things up there.
I'm sure Lloyd and Kay are happy to have him closer to home. As we come back into the second set, it's about to begin here. Breathitt takes the floor, and Estill still in the huddle. Breathitt took that first one, and Estill won the first match. Tonight's format is just a 2 out of 3. So if Breathitt wins this set, that's it for the second match, and the night is over.
Yeah, I was sitting on my couch. I actually went home, took the kids home, and was sitting around, and James said, oh, by the way, we are having a different format, and here's what's going to happen. So I got my butt up and came on down here.
And got everything ready in time. That's the important thing. As we switch out our liberos, that means we're about ready to go, and Breathitt has the serve. Should be Audrey Hamilton back to serve as we begin set 2 of match 2 of the night. And that's going to be an H for Hamilton right off the bat. Good serve, a little bit of spin on that. It curved right in, cut right in between there. That little line right in front of the three-point line is tough to defend unless you're set up properly. Hamilton rolls that one over and down.
That's where the spin came into effect. You're talking about so much spin on the ball.
That's right.
Did hit low on the net, but the spin rolls it on over.
It's either power sometimes will kill it at the net, and a little finesse will roll it right on over. As she rolls out of that short serve to go back to a long serve, and Puckett can't play that one over. Breathitt jumps out to a 3-0 lead.
I always kind of refer to that kind of ball as like a outfielder trying to field a deep fly. You don't know where the wall or net is.
That's
it's
right.
hard to know what to do.
Yeah, that's hard to react because that ball drops, and she goes back to a short serve as they set to. And Hensley, and that ball's live. As she goes to that back corner, and Puckett can't play it over.
Such a veteran move there by Hamilton, knowing that the defense was out of.
That's right. You pull them up, that's going to leave
corner.
those corners. And, you know, Emily Watts, who's on the stand, did that a lot. Hamilton does that a lot. It's a tremendous play. And that's the worst feeling in the world, standing there and watch that ball go over your head, knowing you can't do a thing about it. As Taryn Beal puts the ball back over, Hamilton sets. Hayes with the hit. And Puckett is blocked by Stacy for the point.
Stacy has got that timing down tonight.
Yeah, she came into this game as Breathitt's block leader. I think she had 6 or 8 before the night started, so she is Breathitt's block leader. It really is something we worked on with her last year, and I know they have this year, that proper alignment, put your body right on that shoulder. They put you in position to get that. As Estill can't handle that, and Coach McKeely wants a timeout.
It's a big 6-0 run here for Hamilton on the serve. So we're going to take a quick commercial break. Be right back in 30 seconds on BSN.
Jackson Physical Therapy is your locally owned and operated physical therapy clinic, serving Jackson and the surrounding areas. Owned by Colby Watts, Jackson Physical Therapy has a talented and experienced staff ready to meet all your physical therapy needs. Jackson Physical Therapy is a proud supporter of our local youth and sports teams. Call JPT at 666-9293 to schedule your appointment today and let us improve your quality of life.
And welcome back to Breathitt High School here as we are in a timeout, 6-0. Breathitt jumped out to an early lead here on Estill County. Caught a few good serves in, and that put Estill out of system. And as a result, Breathitt has a 6-0 lead as we wind down this timeout. Coach McKeely wanted to talk to her girls, get them settled down, get them back on track.
Yeah,
we'll see how they do coming out of this timeout.
He says, yeah, volleyball is a big game of runs. Right now, and Breathitt's on a good one, 6-0 to start this set out. So see if they can get the momentum back and close the gap.
Yeah, Hamilton serving again. The one thing I always hated was a big lead. I hated to blow a team out because the girls wanted to take a little break the last 10 or 15 points. As Hamilton served the ball in. And that's set to Puckett, who just pushes the ball over, and that's going to be down. Miscommunication there.
A touch instead of a kill, returned another touch and threw everybody off.
Yep. Sometimes you're not ready for that, and we saw that there. And Breathitt just about did it, except for McIntosh got a hand under it, and Puckett puts the ball down.
Well, it's only so many of you are going to be able to.
That's right.
Get back on.
And you know, she's not going to make that.
Work.
Puckett's not going to make that mistake very often. And she's back to serve. Number 24 is their leading server. Good serve. Just a little kiss of the net there. And Chloe Hayes goes back.
He tried to get on top of that one there. She probably should have just played it over.
Yeah, a little bit of out of position to try to get a hit on that one. So that's just a pass over as Puckett serves into the net that time. So Estill comes back with 2 points. We're giving the ball back over to Breathitt as Lexi Pelford checks in to serve for Breathitt. And this is a rough front row. You have Stacy, you have Hayes, and then you have Halsey in that front row for Estill. They're going to have to figure out how to defend that. As that's an ace. Puckett turned on that ball. We used to try to find out which way players to go. Everybody has a predominant side. Some players can go left, some can go right. We would try to burn up whatever their weak side was. That requires a lot of video footage to figure that out. Puckett let that one go as it was out of bounds, and Estill with the serve. Madeline Powell, a sophomore, back to serve for Estill County. She puts the ball in play. Halsey will take that one. Stacy just pushes the ball over. It's Haley Richardson with the hit. And that's going to be off the block and out of bounds. Number 18 up with the block, but couldn't control it. It was out of bounds. Carly Stacy, number 19, back for Breathitt. And low, short serve. And Pelfrey will play that over. And Hayes saved that one. And that's still a live ball. That's still a live ball. She was blocking at the net. And that ball's going to be out.
Halsey tried to go with the cross quarter there, and the angle just a little too steep.
Yeah, a lot of people call that a two-hit at the net. She was in the block process. She's allowed a second hit on that after she makes contact with the floor. And that's going to be out of bounds.
See, Steve, I'm getting used to that. I didn't even have to ask the question. I knew you were going to tell me exactly what happened.
But sometimes. Yeah, you see a lot of people get upset about those blocks at the net that are a second hit, but it is perfectly legal as long as they're in that block zone. As Raylan back serves in to Puckett. And that's a hit to Rickerson. And Pelfrey took a ball to the side of the head there, off Raylan back's arm. She's blinking a little bit, but I think she's good. Knowing Lexi, she won't want to come out, even if there was blood pouring out of her head. She's not going to want to come out of there. And that's going to be 4 hits on Nice. Haley Richardson back, one of their seniors. A little bit of a net cord kiss there, and Halsey just plays that over. 18 with the set. Raylan back. Halsey up and dug by Richardson. Little push by Hamilton there, but they got that, and down for Halsey. Perfect position there. It made those two players make a choice, and they made the wrong one, obviously.
I enjoyed this summer watching Halsey do all her traveling. Said it didn't rest in the offseason.
Anymore, there's really no offseason. As that one's a little bit long, she got under that one and put that one out of bounds. There's really no offseason for these girls that are wanting to play at the next level, because you have to play every available opportunity. But you're seeing that in baseball. You're seeing that in football. You're seeing that in every single sport. There really is no offseason if you're dedicated to a single sport. As Lacey Puckett puts that ball in and into the net. Estill with a little bit of work here, coming back point by point by point, a little bit at a time. As Lacey Puckett's back again. Pass from Raylan back over to Destiny Hensley, and that's long. And Coach Strong wants a timeout. He's seen enough for right now, so they're going to talk it over as we go to commercial.
People's Bank is proud to continue to invest in the Bluegrass State. Our team has years of experience right here in Eastern Kentucky. By partnering with People's Bank, we provide solutions, not just products. Our vision is to be the best community bank in America, and we would love a chance to earn your business. People's Bank, working together, building success.
And welcome back again here to Breathitt High School as we are in the second set of the second match of a doubleheader tonight between Breathitt High School and Estill County. The Engineers have made their way to Jackson and they decided to play a doubleheader tonight. Estill took the first match by a score of 2-0. Breathitt leads this second match 1-0. And they're ahead here in this second set, 12-9.
Yeah, Breathitt that quick run to start the set, but the Engineers have whittled it down to a 3-point lead.
Lacey Puckett with the serve. Hamilton with the back row set to Halsey, and that's going to be down for a point for Breathitt. All she did was just drag that ball over. That's all you got to do is get it across the net. I don't know that she meant to do that.
I don't know. I feel like it's almost a reputation point. When she came back to kill that, everybody backed up.
That's right. And that's what happens. That gives you, that opens a lot of space for you. It opens a lot of room for you. And Megan McIntosh with a great serve, and Destiny Hensley with the ball down there with a great kill in that back corner.
I was talking about Hensley the other day to someone. Said, watching these games, she's been my biggest surprise. Maybe I just didn't pay enough attention. But it seems like we've said Hensley's name a lot in the last few games.
Destiny's always had the ability. Sometimes they grow up over the summer, and I think that's the difference here. She's a little more disciplined, and that's what we really are seeing. And that's going to be a tough one to recover, and they can't do it. Breathitt on another little quick run here, and it's just a run of 2 or 3 at a time. And you'll see a lot of these young players. Breathitt is an extremely young team. One senior, that happens to be Megan McIntosh, who's serving right now, but they're extremely young. Oh, wow. And puck it up, and Hamilton outside to Destiny Hensley. And off the hands there. Puckett with a hard hit, just rolled off the block.
You look like the defender there was in good position. Just too much power behind that one.
It is, and it hit so hard into the block, it just deadened the ball out. Good serve. And that's going to be outside the pin, and a point for Breathitt. Yeah, a lot of times girls in high school will block with their hands straight up or with their hands backward. That allows that ball to roll out. We teach them to press forward. That puts the ball down on their side for a kill. So if you'll watch their hand position, a lot of times they'll roll the ball backwards because they blocked incorrectly. And Hamilton into the net. Or you'll see a lot of times they'll block with their hands closed. That allows the ball to come backwards too, rather than in an open, active position. As Marlo Puck is back for the Engineers, and she serves into the net.
That was huge there for the Volleycats trying to take this set.
Yeah, that could have been a little momentum swing there, but they got 1 point and turned it back over. Helfrey back to serve, and she floats that one, that little knuckleball, and they're going to have to play it over. As Powell plays it over, and a little bit behind that one, or that would have been a down ball. As Puckett hits that one out of the back row and off the block and down. 17-12, Breathitt County still in the lead as number 17, Madeline Powell, goes back. She's a sophomore. They're working on her to be a middle blocker. And Breathitt will play that one over and into the net. Yeah, that's a really hard one to get turned on, to hit that ball forward. Sometimes you just got to play that one over, make that choice and play it over. Chloe's learning a new position this year, and she'll pick that up by the time the season's over, I'm sure. Stacy saves that one. And the point to Breathitt. Whoever the second man to that ball is at the net is always going to win, and that's what happened. Ball down, point to Breathitt. Stacy back to serve. And a floater into the pole. Hit the aerial and out. Hobart Watts loved to call that aerial call. He loved to wave that flag back and forth, so he got his opportunity tonight.
Thought he was doing a dance down here.
Yeah. Number 18 back to serve. And a little floater in. And that's going to be long. Slow those steps down and get that ball in. 18 serves again. Breathitt with a 3-point lead. Pass from Megan McIntosh and a set back to Hayes. Cross court from Hayes. That is off the rafters. And Hayes with the save. And Hamilton with that back row push, that back corner push, give Breathitt another point as we inch closer to that magical 20-point total.
Yeah, I think I've heard you say this before, but anytime if you're not going to try to get a kill set, if you're going to play the ball back over, you really do need to push it into the back corners or the back row.
You want that team to have to react. If you put it in the front row, you're looking at a possibility of a quick ball coming back at you. As Raylan back plays it over to Puckett. And that's going to be out of bounds. And there's no touch call on that. See the referees looking back and forth at each other to see if either one of them saw a defensive player touch the ball. But there was no contact. Point to Breathitt as they make it to 20 to 15. Pass by Puckett and off the block, they play it. That was close to a carry, and down. What you're seeing now is fatigue starting to set in. Starting to see some choices because they're tired. And that's going to be off McIntosh, and point for Estill. That one may have been out of bounds. I couldn't tell, but it's going to be close. But if it's close, we always taught the girls, play it. You think it's close? Play it. Hamilton with the one-hand set, and that's going to be out. That hit the aerial. Point to Breathitt. You can see Estill back on their heels a little bit here. Halsey with that serve, that spin. And down. That's going to be an ace.
See if we can talk these coaches into a fifth one. Since two went 2-0 the first, and now going to go 2-0 the second here.
Just for the fun of it?
This is a rubber match there.
Just for the fun. Halsey serving with Breathitt at 23. And she kisses that net there, and it's up for Puckett. And off the hands. Hamilton with the set for Destiny, and she can't quite handle that one. Took her eye off that one just for a second. Young players do that sometimes, but she's certainly improving every game. That's what you want to see. And Puckett served that in, and not quite.
Lady Engineers not going out without the fight here.
No, Lacey Puckett's going to try to do the same thing here again. And that's going to be out on Breathitt. 23-19. Timeout for Coach Strong as he says, we need to talk about this. Calm down.
We'll try to sneak in one more commercial break here for the end of this one. We'll be right back with BSN.
People's Bank is proud to continue to invest in the Bluegrass State. Our team has years of experience right here in Eastern Kentucky. By partnering with People's Bank, we provide solutions, not just products. Our vision is to be the best community bank in America, and we would love a chance to earn your business. People's Bank, working together, building success.
welcome back again to Breathitt High School's PE gym here as Estill County is on a little bit of a run. Breathitt had jumped out to a lead there. It looked like they were going to run away with this one here at the end, but engineers said no, not quite, as they battled their way back. 23-19 as we wait for this timeout to end. Breathitt still hasn't broken the huddle.
As it said, the Volleycats been able to ease out to 6-7 point leads here a couple times, and the engineers keep whittling it back down.
I always hated those 6-7 point leads because we thought we had it. We didn't have to work. In volleyball, you have to work every play. As Puckett serves in, Halsey and Hamilton with the ball down. Hamilton saved what was an overpass and probably a certain kill there by Estill as they turn this around. And we get to set point and match point here in the second match tonight. McIntosh to serve. And Stacy. And Puckett says not quite finished yet. Balled over. Hensley plays that one. And Puckett plays it over. Railing back. And that's going to be it. Going to call 2 hits on Marlo Puckett as Breathitt takes the second match tonight. Second set, second match. As they shake hands and tell each other good game, which is the tradition. We've got a commercial here that we'll play. And
yeah, we're going to kick it out here, guys, for about a minute and a half. We'll be right back on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply in Jackson, Kentucky is proud to serve Breathitt, Lee, Wolf, Morgan, Owsley, Perry, and Madison counties. Established in 1982 with over 40 years of service to those communities, Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply can not only meet your electric and plumbing needs, but also heating and cooling, concrete and metal septic tanks, as well as your special orders. Call Scott and the gang today at 606-666-4052.
Hutch Automotive, your home in Jackson for CarQuest Auto Parts. And stop and see them at Tire Works for all of your vehicle needs for the best price in town. Rose Brothers Department Store with locations in Jackson and Bateville. Be sure and shop in the store or online at rosebros.com. Family and hometown pharmacies have been serving Breathitt County for over 20 years and are proud to support our local athletes. They are hometown owned and operated by Portia and Everett Dunaway. Portia and Everett want you to know that family and hometown pharmacies are here for you. Now offering 2 ways to fill your prescriptions. Use the Refill Quick app on your smartphone or give them a call at 666-5519 or 666-5503.
And welcome back. Another good night of volleyball here in the Breathitt High School PE gym as Estill County wins the first match 2-0 and Breathitt takes the second one 2-0. So a split decision tonight, Matt.
Yeah, like I said, we should have still tried to talk them into that 5th set. I think that would have been pretty interesting.
Yeah. You know, these 2 teams are well matched. They're good teams. They're young. Breathitt certainly is young. Estill is young. They've got 3 seniors, but they still play very young. And it was just a tremendous set. We'll see good things out of both of these teams. They're in the top of the 14th region all the way across the board. So we'll see these 2 teams again probably somewhere down the line in the regional tournament. But certainly great volleyball here at Breathitt High School. As always, we'll be back again tomorrow night as Breathitt takes on Powell County here. And, you know, Powell took them early in the year, so Breathitt's looking for a little revenge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's 3 straight sets, actually, at Powell County. So it's kind of been it was an odd match, it seemed like. But yeah, like I said, tomorrow night we'll have the Breathitt versus Powell County volleyball. And then on Friday, for the first time on Bluegrass Sports Nation, we're going to have 3 football games. So actually, we're going to have the Breathitt at Lewis County. We're going to have the Perry versus, Lawrence County, and Letcher versus Bell County. So we're going to have all 3 of those football games on for you Friday night. You guys can tune in and have a choice.
So all week long, you have the opportunity to see lots of good volleyball in the 14th region, and then some even spectacular football on Friday. Yeah, absolutely. So.
Yeah. But we'd like to thank everyone for tuning in tonight. Like I said, for Matt Hudson, Stephen Bowen, and our new producer, Kyle Brewer, I'd like to thank you guys and tune back in tomorrow night with Bluegrass Sports Nation.